Hello, it's another day. Press your alert key. Streaming this time, I really didn't expect you to be. I'm mostly just surprised you're awake. Okay, let's get some game playing. It is the 6th, so we're going to go up here. And we can debate Loveless today, right? Yeah, okay. So let me pull up the debate me trophy information. Okay, so the second answer is the correct one for Loveless. This is not the only day that we can run into Loveless. There are at least a couple. But we know that he's here, so we're gonna take the opportunity to debate him while he's here. Listen up, when I'm king, I'm turning half this country's cities into entertainment districts, and the spirits will flow from their casts, free for all. Those are pretty wild campaign promises. Why don't you put your word against theirs in a debate? If you make them see the future you're envisioning, I'm sure you'll win some favor. Easier said than done, but you can't pass up this chance. Actually, wait, before I debate, I should save. Just to be safe, you know? Skip all that text. Okay, I will. Let's go, buddy. Wait, you got a problem with what I'm saying? I think this is the one debate I actually did, but... Hey, wait, I know you. You're that chump who says he'll help anyone in need, aren't you? Well, sit your ass down, let me is truly fit to be king. Plug those fire ideas right out of your ears. Okay, buddy. Listen up, when I'm king, I'm turning half this country's cities into entertainment districts, and the spirits will flow from their casts free for all. Whether you're rich or poor, every side can get as pissed as the next. That's true equality. Then, after loads of people migrate to our merry city, the tourists will start pouring in, lining all our pockets. Huzzah, free booze, you've got my vote. All that just from free alcohol? Would that do anything to help a place like Martira, though? Explaining the crowd's push, how should I appeal to them? Alcohol won't bring equality. We need politics that address tribal inequality and class discrimination. Drinking doesn't solve those. Yeah, you got some grand policy you want to lay out? Go on, then. Loveless has got no right to say that. Both of them are spinning shine to the wind, but if I had to pick the one that smelled rosier, I'd take Will's. Why are you trying to make this more complicated than it is? Don't think you've won. I don't know, the crowd seems to think I won, so... Get wrecked, idiot. That was a great debate earlier. You're the other candidate, totally off guard. A lot of people agreed with your idea. They've given a little something to show their support. Oh boy, some cash monies. Doesn't it feel like you've improved your eloquence and imagination from this too? No, Gallica, it doesn't actually. But regardless, onward. That's one of the many debates we have to do. Wow, I convinced a lot of people with that actually. That was a much bigger jump than I expected. They really ate that up. Anyway, Heisman wants to hang out. That'd bring him up to rank 2, or I could do Brigida. Heisman is currently lower ranked, so I will do his. Plus, I know that sometimes theirs will require that I do them while we're on the Gauntlet Runner, and I really want those to trigger. So anything I can do, could you teach me? It'll help me understand you. But yeah, anything I can do to increase our bond with our party members, I should do. You're so cool. How can I do that? What did it taste like? I'd like to help. Oops, I don't know what I just said, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, there we go. That brings us to 7th. The next debate is on the 9th. We will double check that we can't do one today just to make sure. We're gonna, effectively, anytime we're in town, we're gonna double check that no one's available. But the important thing is that we make sure that we get all of them once, so we don't have to worry about Loveless anymore. We did his, we're good. Oh, wait, Lena is available today, so we'll do hers real fast. I've had to create King where Gauntlet runs are available to all. Lena, Caden, at your service. So those are some pretty wild campaign promises. Why don't you put your word against theirs in a debate? If you can make them see the future you're envisioning, I'm sure it'll win some favor. Easier said than done, but you can't pass up this chance. Second, let me save real quick. And then look at what the correct answer for Lena's is. It is the first option. Okay, I will. Let's go, Lena. Oh, you're the kid in that weird gauntlet runner. Of course I remember you. I'm not worried about losing some run-of-the-mill gauntlet runner, but yours really caught me off guard. I carry the name of my workshop on my shoulders, so I can't lose. Whether it's a debate or any other type of contest, you're on. When I become queen, I'll make sure everyone has a gauntlet runner. Not only would it make transportation safer, it'd create a bunch of ace jobs for everyone. Besides, isn't riding in a cool gauntlet runner something everybody dreams of? Caden Workshop has a great selection of them. Brilliant, I've always wanted to cruise about in a gauntlet runner. Apparently his family is famous for their gauntlet runner workshop. Lena seems to have a following among dreamers. How should I appeal to them? What are your policies? Runners won't solve the issues discrimination and poverty cause. That's true. Tribal discrimination really pisses me off. Like the daft fools who question my runner's performance just because I'm Yugif. Huh? Isn't Lena agreeing with his argument? True. Lena probably just wants to look out runners. Will's talking dreams too, but they're a bit more grounded than hers. Bugger, why is everyone taking your side? Oh, look at that little picture of her on the side. That's adorable. No, you can't. It's not fair to give me eyes like that. That's not fair. I feel like I'm taking candy from a baby now. That's not fair. Stop that. You did great debater there. Seems like you even won over the other candidate. More importantly, you won over a lot of the people. They even got you a little something to show their support. Doesn't it feel like you improved your eloquence and imagination from this too? Wahoo. The eloquence I've honed will become my strength. Yeah, it will. There we go. Lena Caden, a Yugif candidate participating in the tournament. She's extremely passionate about gauntlet runners, having grown up in and around them in her family's business. Caden Workshop. She has no real political stance and only participating to generate publicity so she can rescue her family's shop from dire financial straits. Caden Workshop products are highly regarded within the engineering community, and her custom-made runner, the GR1000 Caden Mark III, is astoundingly fast for its small size. Loveless Oshia, a Parabus candidate participating in the tournament, the third son of a tavern-owning family in Oceania. Having never held a stage job, the notion to enter the tournament was like a divine revelation to him. He repurposed an old cargo ship, remodeling it as his gauntlet runner. Lord O'Shea's exalted saloon. His promise to make half the capital pleasure districts and all the booze free resulted in his only support being a small contingent of heavy drinkers. I think I now have most of the things. I'm still at 97% on the collection. What could I possibly still need? What am I missing on there? Oh, hello. I'll do it. Do I have any of the thing on me right now? I do have some benevolent bread, which I believe is what it was. Yep, there we go. And I thought I would have some in my inventory. Easy! You're too kind. Anyway, there we go. Just got that out of the way. Now I should probably go do Vegeta. Yeah, we'll just go do Vegeta's friendship thing. Get it out of the way. I am. Skip the text. But they're lying. What will you do? Can't give in to fear. Hope. That's what I can imagine being in the world. Anyway, continuing on. That's another day passed. The days are going pretty fast considering that I'm actually doing some new content in them. Perhaps the captain would lend me his strength. Heisman comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. I should, just to get him the second tier of thief. That is, in fact, the right thing to do. But first, I have to check if there's a debate to be had. That is always the first thing every day, is check for a debate. I have a list of when people will definitely be available, but I should always just look to do them ahead of time. Okay, so that's Lena and Loveless handled. The next one is available tomorrow, and that'll be Roger. Then Jin isn't listed as available until the 23rd, and then Glodell's available the 24th, Rudolph the 26th, Milo the 27th, and then Julian's not available until 9/13. So, this stretch of time is when we get most of them. Obviously. Okay, so we don't want to go anywhere that's going to take 2 days, but where do I still need to go for quests right now? And do I have all the quests? Is also probably another good question. Route map. I could go do the remaining cathedral quest. Yeah, this one's only a day away. Yeah, this one's only a day away. I kind of want to do this one so I can get Ridiculous's and also do this Gauntlet Runner, but I have to wait until after tomorrow when I get the, if I look at the list, I get Roger tomorrow. And I think that's the last one I get in Martyra. I think Jin, Glodell, and Rudolph are all in. Rudolph and Milo are all in Brylehaven. And then Julian is in, Montario, Altabury. Okay, so let's go do this one. Since I'll get back tomorrow in time to do the other one. Let's go. Off we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Skip that narration. Okay, we can now plant things. Okay, we can't do anyone's, other stuff right now. So we'll hang out with Stroll. Mostly because I haven't done this interaction very much. I'd like to live without the sword. We've seen this interaction before. Stroll continues to be a super good boy who wants to help everybody. I want to travel. We'll fight for change. I do what I must. I got a bunch of mag. Let's stop just in case there's an interaction here, but I don't think there is. I don't think there will be. I think it'll just be... we're here. Yeah, and we already bought everything that we need. Guess I'll buy some Magla pills just because I can. Why not? We already have everything else we would want. Let's continue our trip. Let's do that. Just a second, I sensed something. And we would get a relic for Nuris here, so we'll do that. Let's go in. I don't actually remember the information for this area, but it's probably fine. Let me... dump some more Hero's Leaf of Light into Stroll real quick. And then... swap off of Seeker to Merchant. I am experiencing discomfort in my ear, but I can't do anything about it. An awkward one when I can't really tell if I would be pulled into a squad battle by an enemy or not. Because they die too easily, and I'm not like, was that my raw attack, or is that my level? I don't know. I can't tell. I should actually be using the scan view to tell. That's what I should be doing. This just back to the entrance? Yeah, okay. So that's the way back to the entrance. You'd think I'd remember this place, because it was relatively confusing the first time I was here. I don't. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Head empty. Not a thought in my head. I'm exploring even more haphazardly than I did the first time I was here. Not a thought present. Don't even know what thoughts are, actually. That's how not present my thoughts are. Never had one before. In Hyper's honor, I'm trying to use less filler words. I don't actually know how well it's going, because I wasn't really paying attention to how I was talking initially. But who knows? I'll find out when I edit. Ow. I did not respect that enemy at all. I Like, I wasn't even trying to avoid damage from that crystal. Okay, I took it out with one hit. That probably means that it's... Come on. Come out of the ground. Thank you. You too. About to start squad battling those guys just because it's a faster way to fight them. Easy game, easy life. What's probably helping with me not using as many filler words today is that my throat hurts, so I kind of don't want to talk at all. I just wanted to play a game because I don't feel well. I haven't even edited today. The only productive thing I've done so far today outside of like self-maintenance stuff, like, you know, feed myself, that kind of stuff. The only other even remotely productive thing that I've done today is post a short. That's it. Although I didn't actually super like the short that I posted today. I think I need to be more picky about the shorts that I make. Which also means I need to be funnier. So that way I can afford to be pickier. You know, how picky I can afford to be on what shorts I post when I want to post one a day is entirely reliant on me being funny. Yo, Will got one magic from this. Okay, so that brought me back down here, which means I probably didn't want to do that actually. Because now I have to walk back. But it's fine. It's not that long of a walk. Was there anywhere else to go from up here? No, it doesn't look like it. So we'll go this way, over to the left here. Keeping merchant out just because it is helping with our money supply. We don't really need the money, but more money isn't bad, you know. Not a bad thing to get more money. Hold up. I think I know where this goes, but I want to confirm. Okay, yeah, it goes here. I just needed to confirm that that's where that was gonna land me. I had one of those moments where I'm like, I know that I'm right in my heart, yet I still doubt. I still doubt that I'm right, even though I know that I'm right. Hey, incense! Just slapping more MP on Will. He can use it. He needs it, actually. It's definitely Will who needs more MP, not someone like Stroll who's always out of it. Oh. Will needs it. I've got favorites. I'm not scared to admit it. Okay, back this way. Talk with this person just to have credit for having talked to them. Did he repeat himself? Okay. Okay, you know what? No, they're being annoying about coming out of the ground. I'm gonna put them back in the ground in a different way. They resist piercing. How annoying. Oh, I've not actually ever fought them straight up. I'm pretty sure they're weak to... Well, you know what'll kill them? Round slash. Round slash will... I'm just gonna drink some water. My party members are failing me, but it's okay. Really, this is all Hulkenberg's fault for missing. I think I just said Hulkenberg. It's fine. Oh boy, some blessed water. That is, in fact, one of the few things I appreciate getting in New Game Plus, so because there are still things I will want to. Okay, yeah, I know where I am. I don't need to confirm that one. Mostly because I don't want to walk back. Oh boy, an Onyx. Okay, so that's where the boss fight is. That's cool and all, but I've got a relic to get first. So back this way. Oh, hello. Just swing, and then ice, and we're done. Bye-bye. Moving on. Heck yeah. I should be using... Oh, wait. Oops. I wanted to get the money bonus for staggering it, which as it turns out was a bad plan. It's okay though. They'll succeed on this escape. See, just gotta believe. There we go. That 390 money was worth it, I swear. Okay, Mania Bullet I have never used before, so that's another synthesis skill I haven't used before. One closer to having used 50. I should be doing that whenever I can, right? To get that achievement a little more in the background than having to get it later. Like when I'm fighting enemies that I don't need to try that hard on, I should in fact just be doing that. Sure, I know where that goes. Let's go this way. Oh boy. A treasure chest. Oh boy, turquoise. Oh boy, a button. I feel like today's a pretty... It's a pretty chill day vibe-wise. Not because I want it to be, but because my voice won't let it be anything else. I can't do... Because of the way my throat is, I can't do, like, a more energetic voice. Like, this is where I'm... This is me tapping out. As far... Like, as energetic as my voice can be. Like, this is it. Okay, let's go over here and get this. Reroll ads are back on. There's the relic. Skip the cutscene because I do not care anymore. Because we have already seen it. Down here to go beat up these guys. I don't know why it didn't want to let me lock onto that one. Like, I was trying. I was pressing the lock-on button. That was the game deciding I wasn't allowed to. I think this will be just enough. Yeah. Stroll's luck has increased, which is actually super helpful for Stroll. And Stroll can learn some other ones here, which he should. We'll just go ahead and use some mag. we're playing favorites, so Stroll's getting the bonus stats from mastering more archetypes next. Not that I think... I don't know if I'll take the time to grind everyone up, but I probably will grind at least 4 people up. And I don't know which 4 it's going to be yet. I haven't decided. Really, I should wait. I should have unlocked all of these. It would have been wise to at least have unlocked everyone's tier 2s at the end of last time, because that would have taken like maybe like 3 teeth fights and just a lot of menuing, because it doesn't take much to do rank 1s, because that would have saved me some mag, but it's fine. Trying to think of what else I want to... Because what I want everyone to have for sure is the End of Thief, because that gives the 50% dodge chance, and that's just really good to have on everyone, right? Just a flat 50% chance to avoid any attack that doesn't force accuracy. And then the End of the Brawler line gives... The End of the Brawler line and the End of the Gunner line are the other 2 ones that I definitely want everyone to have. Because that gives the 3 inheritance skills that I think are the best in the game, which is 50% dodge chance, no physical ailments, no mental ailments, right? I think that's undoubtedly the 3 best inheritance skills in the game. And your 4th slot is for realistically, probably like status ailment removal or enhancing of damage, of whatever damage type you need at the moment. That I think is probably the best way to go about it. I'll jump down just for funsies. I know what their weaknesses are now, so these guys should be nice and easy to take out. Yeah, weak to ice as expected. Oh, right. The hero's on Merchant, not something that she can synthesize with. Let's see. I don't think I've ever used Warpo Blade, so we'll use that real quick. And it'll kill them all anyway. That's one more synthesis skill used. One closer to 50. I've no idea how many I used on my initial run through, but I think it's probably like 20 at most. Unfortunately. I feel like 50 has to be most of them, right? Like, that's most. I think. And that feels true. That would be most. There's another side path over here I haven't gone down. We'll go that way real quick. At this point, we're just doing a cleanup of making sure we've been everywhere here. I shudder to think how much mag you would need if you wanted to actually unlock the ability to use everything in the game. Because, like, I kind of want to for the meme, but I think it would legitimately be multiple streams of just me grinding mag for that. And that's not worth it for me for the meme. Even though it would be pretty funny. Okay. He needs to pass, so that way she can take out one of those. And Stroll needs to pass because he can't AoE yet, so that way no synthesis skills available for use. Bummer. Gold attack. Pass. Pass. Raging Edge. I've used every synthesis ability that this group has access to. Like, I've used all of them. Okay, now we just gotta fight the boss of this area, because I'm pretty sure we've explored everywhere else. If we haven't, I'll probably survive with whatever I miss. Without whatever I missed. It'll be fine. Ugh. My throat hurts and it sucks, but I did really want to play, so. Wait, hold on a moment. I said hold on a moment. Ah. I just want to swap Will off of Merchant and over to Wizard. Chrono Rod is not going to be very helpful here, but the ability to hit more enemies with ice is, so... X shot. Go Blizz. Go Blizz. Uh-oh. That was an unfortunate miss. Like, I had that until I missed. I'll just go ahead and take the shot since passing won't result in anything different. And then we'll try this again. Go Blizz. And then Blizza, and we won't miss. Thank you. That's all I needed. Okay. We continue to not spend our points at all. It is interesting to see how big of a discrepancy in our base points there is. I want to explore more. Just because I want to make sure that I got every single thing. Yep. 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 Okay. Unless I'm blind and miss something, I got everything. So we leave. Off we go. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's return to town. And then we debate Roger. Advance Brigida's plotline again, probably. And then we go do the thing to unlock Cuculus's plotline, and then we spend the rest of the days advancing people's plotlines. Maria wants to talk, and I would like to, but alas. Here you go. I did it. Please give me my payment. Thank you. We are no longer Experiment 626. How depressing. Okay. Here's Roger. Here's Roger. I don't know why I went that direction with that, but I regret nothing. Okay, so the correct answer for Roger is answer 3. As your king, I swear to abolish taxes. Laws, taxes, and anything else that restricts our freedom will be abolished. I think this is the guy I debated the first time around. Those are pretty wild campaign promises. Why don't you put your word against theirs in a debate? If you can see the future you're envisioning, I'm sure you'll win some favor. Easier said than done, but you can't pass up this chance. Okay, I will. Are you not the candidate who caused a ruckus at the opening ceremony? I hear you'll help anyone in need. A bit starry-eyed, I'd say. But perhaps you've come to pit your ideals against mine? Of course, I encourage you to exercise your freedoms and challenge me. Hear me, are we not all entitled to the sweat of our own brow? Why then do we accept the tyranny known as taxes? It is theft by another name, used to fund the machinations of the elite. What should benefit the poor lines the pockets of the powerful instead. Why should the fruits of our blood, sweat, and tears make the fattened swine grow fatter still? The system must be abolished. He's right, my earnings should go to me and me alone. I don't want to pay tax as much as the next bloke, but this may not work out as he thinks it will. Taxes benefit us all. Taxes are not a one-way street. They benefit all in the long run. You mean we must all fall on this Commonwealth insurance? No, it's a personal failing if your financial reserves cannot sustain you in hardship. So in emergency, only the rich folks who've been hoarding money are gonna survive? Taxation to fund a world where everyone helps one another. A bit on the nose, but sounds like something a hero can come up with. Brilliant. Yep, that's the idea. That is the point. That is the point of society, guys. We're supposed to help each other. That's why we do it. Damn, have I truly lost this? Well, I give you credit for your performance today. That was a great debate just now. You left the other candidate speechless. The people appreciated what you said. They wanted to show their support by giving you a little something. Doesn't it feel like you improved your eloquence and imagination from this too? Not doing most of the debates is probably why my eloquence was so low at the end of the last game and I had to actually work hard to train it. Probably should have done a few more of them. Yeah, we're up to 136. Pretty soon we're gonna hit the maximum for this part of the plot. Okay, so we could go do Nurse. I'm also going to see if there's a completion list for the memorandum. Metaphor, Refantasio, memorandum guide. Is there... Okay, there is. So I want to check and see if I have all of these. So we're going to check through nature, because I obviously don't have all of them. Missing 3%. I need to know where those are. It bothers me. It bothers me that that's not 100. And I could probably pretty easily get it to 100. Okay, dragons, truth of dragons, Sogne the Icebound, human, the truth of humans, tooth monsters, giant sandworm, gold beetle. I'm missing dragon crystal. Okay, in order to get that one, you have to do the activity view on the beach on Virga Island. You need a dragon crystal to appear, and the correct response to appear is, when it appears, is it rare? And that gets me that. So that's one I'm missing. Then Magla Hollow. Also, I'm glad I looked this up. I would not have gotten that natively. Trodia Desert, Tree of Prophecy, Imsten, Maneater's Grotto, Midnight Sunsands, Gracia Forest, Peregrine Falls, Towering Seawall, Orbwise Path, Sporico Cave, Prismatic Sea, Land of Ceremony, Coloradio Cliff, Monolith, Abandoned Path, Decaying Estate, Mount Volcano, Solstice Crossing, Everfrost Forest, Sand Flash, Scorching Heat, Melancholic Red Sky. So the only one I'm missing in nature is Dragon Crystal. That's it. If I get Dragon Crystal, then I'm good on the nature ones. That's all I'm missing. So let's look through magic. I need to write down somewhere what ones I'm missing. Let me just open a notepad document. Dragon Crystal. Okay, and magic. Let's see if I'm missing any. Magic, the truth of magic, Magla, the truth of Magla, Magla Crystal, Melancholia Crystal, Trance Crystal, Melancholia, Luis's Dark Arts, the truth of Melancholization, Magic Igniters, the truth of Magic Igniters, Magla Accumulator, on the Magla Accumulator, Gauntlet Runner, Sky Runner, Gerardrius, Teleportation Magic, Divine Relic, the Truth of Relics, Royal Scepter, the Truth of the Royal Scepter, the Royal Magic of the previous king, the Royal Magic Protection, the Royal Magic Protection in Dueling, the Royal Magic Protection Rescinded, King's Servant, Dracodios, the True Power of Dracodios, the Frost Scepter, Holy Grail, Resonant Vessels, Archetypes, the Truth of Archetypes, Academia, the Truth of Academia, Prince's Curse, Curse Formula, the Truth of the Curse's Formula, Farsight Mirror, Skybound Avatar, Base Rock, Music and Magic, and I'm missing the last one. Okay. That one's easy to do, but I will have to replay part of the game. You have to talk to someone specific before you clear the Grand Cathedral at night, which is why I don't have it, right? Because I cleared the Grand Cathedral both times before I did anything at night at all. Well, that's a bummer. Should have done this earlier, I guess. But it's fine, because I have to beat the game anyway to get to the end, so I will just beat the game, and then just have to skip through the scenes at the beginning, and then walk up to this guy and talk to him. It won't take super long. Okay, so I have noted that I need that one. I'm gonna note how to get these. I'm just gonna copy paste this information into my notepad document. Okay. Then nature, I need to copy the dragon crystal entry. Okay, next, history. Let's go down the list. Kingdom of Uchronia, Royal Capital Grand Trad, Burgalith Grand Cathedral, Portraits of Past Kings, Royal Scepter Chamber, Mausoleum, Northern Border Fort, Nord Mines, Belega Corridor, Ligno, Scoundrel's Hold, Malabello Stope, Disgraced Ruins, Halia, Artira Old Castletown, Crigante Castle, Pomero, Abandoned Tomb, Principality of Oceania, Port Brilehaven, Varmareno Coliseum, Inundo, City Ruins, Tomb of Lament, Manor of the Ascendant, Principality of Montario, Altabury Heights, Montario Opera House, Mage Academy, House Cygnus, Malva, Murky Graveyard, Berga Island, Etria, Dragon Temple, Lost Dragon Grace, Shinjuku, Silento, Hidden Village, Ancient Elden Sanctum, Forsaken Tower, Spire of Blind Faith, Tower of Insolence, Annex War, Senate, Day of the Hero, Day of Calamity, Tournament for the Throne, Exhibition of the Brave, Princess Assault, The Truth of the Princess Assault, Parapus Riots, The Truth of the Parapus Riots, Fall of the Mage Academy, The Old World, War of Destruction. Okay, so I have everything in history, which isn't super surprising. People, Elda Tribe, The Truth, the Elda Tribe, Clamar Tribe, Rasant Tribe, Ujif Tribe, Nydia Tribe, the Nydia Tribe's Glamours, Parapus Tribe, Ishkia Tribe, Roeg Tribe, Mastari Tribe, Mastari Third Eye, Half-Blood, Prince of Uchronia, The Truth of the Prince, Will, Traveling Boy the First, in our case, Will the First, Gallica, on Gallica, Bonds Unfettered Gallica, Stroll, on Stroll, Bonds Unfettered, Stroll Hulkenberg, on Hulkenberg, Bonds Unfettered Hulkenberg, Heisme, on Heisme, Bonds Unfettered Heisme, Juna, on Juna, Bonds Unfettered Juna, Yufa, on Yufa, Bonds Unfettered Yufa, Basilio, on Basilio, Bonds Unfettered Basilio, Fidelio, on Fidelio, Nuris, Bonds Unfettered Nuris, Grius, on Grius, Hythlodaeus V, Forden, Prince of Montario, Prince of Oceania, State Army General, Igniter Consortium Head, Sanctoress Joanna, Joanna's True Self, Rella, on Rella, Godot, Luis, on Luis, Necromancer, Zorba, on Zorba, Lodell, Hector, Captain Klinger, Old Hermitus, Grideau, Russell, Mysterious Voice, Moore, on Moore, Plateau, King Six Partisans, Maria, Bonds Unfettered Maria, Fabienne, Batlin, Adeni, on Adeni, Brigida, Bonds Unfettered Brigida, Katharina, Bonds Unfettered Katharina, Alonso, Bonds Unfettered Alonso, Barden, Bonds Unfettered Barden, Morris, Goddard, Loveless, Lena, Roger, Jin, I'm missing, which I get from debating him. So I'll get that while getting the debate trophy. Milo, have Rudolph, we get from debating him. Then Julian, Elderly, Entomophile, Pound Criers, Sanctorus, Mage, Gauntlet Runner Engineer, Informant, Fortune Teller, Water Merchant, Traveling Peddler, Wandering Scholars, Musician, and we're also missing the Gambling Stall. When you speak to the Gambling Man and Merchant's Bazaar, nighttime only. Okay, let me just copy that information over. Not sure how I missed that one, but I did apparently. Okay, now we just gotta check culture. Fantasy novel, currency, the calendar, sanctism, Sanctus's church, closery, royal flower, knight, shadow guard, Montario Saints Day, dedication ceremony, forgiveness day, must be in a city on 7/27. Unlocks automatically. Okay, so I need to be in a city on 7/27. So, culture, forgiveness day, be in a city on 7/27. So I just gotta make sure I'm in a city, so I can see whatever celebration it is that gives me that. Okay. Bounty target. I'm missing two things. Pagan faith. Which I get for talking to a specific Mastari woman and the Anglers Inn Square at night before I go to Atria. Before 8:13 to be specific. And then I'm missing Priestess of Virga Island. Virga Island, we have to talk to the village cleric before completing the Dragon Temple as her dialogue changes. Priestess of Virga Island. This is, I believe, again, another one that I just didn't get because I did it immediately. Dragon God Et, Altar of the 12, Pagan Festival, Dragon's Tear, Potion of Blight, the Hush Honeybee, Red Roasted Badeau, Roast Sandworm Larva, Night Prowler, Caden Workshop, Carrier Pigeon, Trial of the Dragon. Okay, so I now have a list of all the ones that I missed, for sure. Only one of them requires that I do anything in a new game, and that one will not take very long. It's within the first 4 hours of the game if I'm hurrying. And I will be. So, when I finish this run of the game, having done everything else, I will just quickly go do that. Okay, so I already debated Roger. I wonder, does he show up again at night if you debate him during the day? Because that'd be funny. Just beat him twice at the same debate. Or does he slink away in defeat? He slinks away in defeat. Okay, I just wanted to know. So I could go put Nurse's up, or I could go put Brigida's up, and I would like to put Brigida's up. Because Nurse is just going to be locked behind whenever we have access to relics. So I'm not too worried about his. And we can do his at night while we're traveling, too. I'm with you no matter what. I believe we have the stats we need to actually finish Brigida. I don't know if it'll let us finish her yet. But we can at least get her to 7. Won't that make them mad? I'm glad I took this job. I won't let you die. Don't worry, Brigida, I got you. Anyway. There's rank 7 of Brigida done. Popularity rank 64 is, I think, our current maximum? It's something like that. It's 64 or 49 or something like that. Hey, it's Idols Day. You know what that means. Time to get a luck point. Okay, let's go get that free luck point. Also, we will double check that there's no one to debate today. That we haven't debated already, but I think we should be good. We should be fine. I don't think there's going to be anyone new until Brylehaven. Yep. No one there. Okay, let's go to the Gauntlet Runner, and then we should go do the remaining dungeon we have to do. Wait, before I do this, I should go get my free luck point. There's no reason not to. Always better to do that earlier rather than later. Free luck point obtained. I can now no longer forget it. It's now impossible. This is where Kugos want us to find a ring for him, isn't it? I guess a tomb for some dead noble. Fun. Wanna go? Let me just double check. The next debate that we have not done yet is Jin on 723. Okay. Let's go. I'm not too worried about stealing stuff while we're here. For Blessed Water, like, it really doesn't matter. We have a Gauntlet Runner fight to do on the way. Okay, we can't do anyone's thing while we're traveling right now. So we'll do Stroll's Courage thing, because we probably haven't seen all the interactions on it. Let's hone our weapons. We've already seen this interaction, because I remember making a joke about Stroll saying to pay attention to the tip of his sword. So we've definitely seen this interaction before, but that's okay. Moving on. We have a runner to beat up. Aglo down, or no, Goddard, excuse me. Wrong person. Wrong G name, my bad, man. Oh, he's weak. He's weak to lightning? I'm not sure I've ever used Kandera's synthesis skill, so this is a good opportunity. I probably haven't used Ga Kandera either, so we'll use that real quick. Easy! We all grow old. Okay, yeah, no one's saying to kill old people. Chill, dude. Like, calm down. And yeah, we have maxed out our current popularity rank. And we'll do Nurse's friend thing at night. What do I have for portable quests? Okay, it's the relic search. Okay. For a second, I thought I already had enough things for more, and I was just not turning it in. I was like, I don't think that's true. I think I'm still 1 or 2 short. Not Large Igniter. I want to talk to Nurse. Okay, Nurse. Let's become better friends. Thanks for the hero's incense. Did you doubt him? I'm definitely motivated. It was fate. I try and remember what to say to make them like me more, not because I actually want them to. I don't really care since I'm not reading the text on New Game Plus. But it does get us more mag. So, and we do need that. Lots of it. One who has but began to walk in the light is our current title. Yeah, let's own our weapons, buddy. Maintaining two-hand swords can be a bit of pain sometimes. They're heavier, there's more to polish. Sometimes you forget how surprisingly easy it is to maintain one-handed swords. Its upkeep is one of the two important qualities to consider when choosing your weapon. What do you suppose the other is? Its durability. It has to be its durability, right? That contributes to its ease of handling, I suppose. Anything too delicate is likely an unsuitable fit as a long-term partner. Though based on his answer, right? Answer was probably its feeling. Because he probably means like how it feels in your hand. Once you find a weapon that's a perfect fit for you, care for it with all your heart, and it will respond in kind. Perhaps I'll find something like that along this journey, meeting new people and discovering new things in a new land. All it leads me to who I will be. I've begun to understand that after my travels with you. Isn't that nice? Anyway. We have made it to the new place. The weather is bad, but I don't care. Over here, though I'm not too keen on this being the place we're exploring. Okay, let's swap over to Merchant for good reason this time, actually. Just get a nice high power light spell, you know, the tier 1 because we haven't talked to Maria enough to have the tier 2. But hey, I can pretend it's a nice high powered light spell if I want to. Oh, she should have wizard equipped. Oops. She'll equip light magic. Swap her over to wizard because that is just higher stats. It's just better. Okay, so she's fine. Heisme. I'm gonna swap to Thief for this area, but he should also learn Hama. Should also have Hama set. Okay, there we go. Let's go in! Let's go wreck these enemies with extreme prejudice. Oh yeah, that's right. This place has a lot of doors and things that we have to open. Oh man, I wonder if it's a mimic. Oh no, it was a mimic. Who could have guessed? I forgot to actually swap him to Thief. Oops. Well, it's not gonna matter. These enemies are dying pretty fast. I don't even need a merchant out, actually. They're not getting a turn. Ooh, they give good XP and stuff, though, for how easy they are to kill now. Given how easy that was to kill, I definitely want Heisme to have Thief set. Because then he can make one attempt to steal. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't really matter. I'll just kill the enemy. I wonder if it's a mimic. Oh man, it was! Who would have guessed? Who could have possibly seen this coming? Not I. Not I. Thanks for the blessed water. Now, light magic. Light magic. Light magic. Bye-bye. That was close enough that I'm a little worried that if we roll bad on our attacks, we wouldn't take it out, but it's probably fine. We'll just keep running forward. I'm sure it'll work out. So many rusted bracers, man. I don't want to bother identifying all those. But I don't want to. I mean, I'm not going to. The game cannot make me. Going to go through here while I remember it's here. Up the ladder. Who's got friends? These guys are weak to... I would not have expected that. How does this guy feel about dark damage? Neutral? Okay. Let's deal some dark damage to all enemies then. Okay, unfortunately I think this guy is in fact going to get a turn. Because I don't think I deal enough damage here. Yeah, I don't. I tried swapping it that way to give myself the greatest chance of preventing him from having a turn, but... What if he missed, though? Okay, well. Get out of here, nerd. Okay, well. Have the people who are cursed pass. I should set Patra on Will. That way I don't have to swap out off of Merchant every time I get cursed in here. There we go. Patra. Just put points into Magic Seeker. Once everyone has the... Once I have the tier 8s necessary to get the abilities I actually want on everyone, I probably will stop just funneling everything into whoever my favorites are and actually get the equipment I actually want on, or the skills I actually want on everybody. And then I'll go back to funneling for stats. Because, like, really that is all I'm doing on Stroll right now is I'm just increasing his stats, right? And that's fine. But at some point there is going to be things that I consider more important than just stat boosting characters that I like. As fun as that is. Let's go back and go up this ladder, because I haven't yet. We'll go this way first. Oh, hello. Madoon. Okay, nothing there that I particularly want to use right now. I have to remember to keep checking for synthesis skills until I get that achievement. You know? Until I get that achievement, I have to remember to be checking to see if there are any that I want to be using. There's the gold beetle for this area. I've kind of run out of interesting things to say about this game, I think. But it has been a while since I talked about, like, my overall feelings on the game. Ooh, those were... Okay, I didn't realize these were still threatening enemies enough. The first one died like a chump, so I just assumed they weren't. Are they gonna wipe me? They're getting a lot of turns here. Oh, no, they missed. Okay, it's all fine. Weak to blunt and darkness. The archers are unknown, but I'll probably have the same elemental weakness. Anyway, so I haven't talked about my like overall feelings on the game in a bit. Gameplay wise, great turn-based game. Like I legitimately, even at this point, I really like it as a turn-based game. Easily one of the best turn-based games that I've played in a long time. There's room for improvement, so I'll give it like a 9 out of 10 on combat. I really like that. On the one hand, I personally really like the out of combat portions. Like the out of... How do I put this? I really like the out of... Hawking is hard. Well, that's unfortunate. The amount of people that just got cursed. But I really like the out of turn-based combat, like the lead into squad battles, I think is really good. On the other hand, though, I recognize that a lot of the time, the reason people don't play live action games is not because they dislike them, it's because they can't. For whatever reason. Like, as an example, my mom does not play live action games anymore. And it's not because she doesn't like them. This is a person who played and beat the original Legend of Zelda, which if you've ever played it, that game's hard. You know, like, that game's hard. And if someone can play and beat that game back then, but it's hard for her to play live action games anymore as she's gotten older, right? And I don't think that's something that someone should be punished for, right? Like, people get old. People get old, they become disabled. Never forget that one day you will be disabled unless you die instantly to whatever kills you, right? Like, disability is a frame of reality that most people will pass through. It's not really an option not to. All you can really choose is how you're going to pass through it, and all the world can really choose is how sucky that experience is gonna be. So on the one hand, I really like the out of combat options. I do kind of wish that there was a less of a punishment for not being able to do them. Because you can argue all you want that you don't have to, you know, because you can just go right into squad battles. But realistically, you do, right? If this is hard for you because of an accessibility thing, then it's going to remain hard for you regardless. And there's not really anything to be done about that, per se. It's not something that you can get rid of. Also, I crit and still didn't get the half turn thing. That means that even when you crit, you don't get it? In bad weather? I thought it was only the weakness one that was negated, but I guess it's both methods of getting another turn. Interesting. Didn't know that. Also, I'd just like to point out how low our magic is. Like, why is magic our lowest stat? And it's not by a little bit either. But anyway. Some sort of key. But yeah, I think overall, I really like this game. From an accessibility standpoint, I don't super like that a turn-based game has a live action part that heavily influences gameplay with no way to turn that off. I don't super like that from an accessibility standpoint. I also think that, like, this is a game that I really like, but that live action bit is not going to make someone who doesn't like turn-based games like this game. But it is likely to turn off a lot of people who like turn-based games. So I'm not sure that that's really helping them. Like, it makes the game better for me personally. Not sure it was a good decision from an appealing to more people standpoint. But, so I think that's all my thoughts on the gameplay. Overall, I really like it. I like the leveling system. I like choosing my stats. I really like the archetype system. I think that's all great. All the systems I've really enjoyed thus far. I think the only criticism I would give it at all is that it can be a little grindy. That's like the only criticism of any of that I even have. And on the other hand, it's a JRPG, and I kind of expect those to be grindy, and to a certain degree, I want them to be grindy. The only thing I don't like about the grinding in this game is that it doesn't feel like the game wants me to grind. It feels like the game's not designed for me to grind. But the game is designed to be for you to grind in it. You know what I mean? Like, on a fundamental level, the game definitely requires grinding for various things if you want to be able to get them and interact with those systems. Grinding is in fact not optional whatsoever, but the game doesn't feel like it's encouraging you to do that, and I'm not sure I like that juxtaposition. I think that's kind of bad. And we open this up. Wahoo. But yeah, I think there's some aspects of that could be better, but overall I'd rate even that section of the game like a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's that bad. That could also just be me being more tolerant of that because I really enjoy grinding in most games. That is just something I do not mind most of the time. Like, I can sit somewhere and grind for multiple hours, and it's probably only on hour 3 that I start really going, maybe this is too much. You know, I like grinding, particularly in short bursts where I grind for like half an hour and then move on. Love that in games. Big fan. Okay. Back over this way. I think I've gotten everything else now. Yep, sure looks like it. Let's see, what are my other thoughts about the game? The story, I think, is I like it on an overall basis. I do think that how do I put this? I think that the game could have gone further with actually having a message, and I kind of expected it to with the way it started. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of expected this game to have more to say, and then it just kind of didn't, which is fine. I would have preferred if it had more to say. Especially for a game that dragged so much in the last section. And from what I hear, this is just true of Atlas games in general, so this may be they're catering to the audience they've created kind of thing. Which is fair. But man, did the game drag in the last third. And I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy how much the game dragged in the last third. I think overall I liked the game. That I was not a fan of. Pretty much from the point where you... Like, it really is just the whole, like, last third of the game. Really unfortunately dragged, and I was not a fan. I think the game would have been better if that had taken less time. I still give the game an 8 out of 10, though, on story. But it was a solid 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 before that. Right, like I was rating it real high before that. Just checking the platform just to be safe. Then... I believe we have something to do in the cathedral. Yeah. We haven't done the cathedral thing yet. Yeah, we've not done the cathedral thing yet. So we'll go do that real quick. Go over to Catacombs entrance and go do these 2 quests. Let's see. I've rated story, gameplay. Visually, I like the game overall. Visually. Just full send. Like the game visually. I think that continues right until the end. Like, I think it held a pretty steady level of quality on visuals the whole way through, where I thought it was good, but not, like, exceptional the whole way through, visually. So, will rate me as an overall fan of the game visually. It's definitely a solid 8 out of 10 on visuals. There wasn't a lot in the game that really wowed me. You know, I didn't see anything in the game where I was like, man, the visuals of this are outstanding. But I did like all of the visuals. And that's about where I land on it. I do think that the character fashion could be improved, but on the other hand, looking kind of silly is part of the point, really, with these kinds of characters. That is part of how they remain looking unique, is by being a little silly. So I can't really judge them for that. I mean, I can still complain about it and have, but I'm not going to judge them too harshly for that. The only thing on the outfits I will judge harshly is the heels. I will judge Hulkenberg wearing heels all day, every day. They could just let the serious character, who is femme, not wear heels. It's possible, I promise. She could just not wear heels, man. Just let the badass be badass without heels. It still throws me off so much that that super serious character just is wearing heels. Picking up some Mortar Skulls. Beat all those guys up. Fight this guy manually. Blizza. Easy game, easy life. Yeah, overall, I think I'd give this game a solid 9 out of 10. We'll see if my opinion changes as we wrap up here, but I really don't think it will at this point. Like, all of my things that I think could be better about this game are relatively minor at their core. I do not have any major gripes with the game. I just have a couple of, like, small things that I think they could have done better, but overall, I would still rate it as a really good game overall. So, I think 9 out of 10 is what I'm gonna rate this. That's where I'm landing, I'm pretty sure. Oh, down we go. Open the treasure chest. I forget how this dungeon works. I think I have to go get a key from each half, if I remember correctly. I think that's how it goes. Okay. I think I just got the key from this half, on a related note. So onward we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. My throat continues to bother me, but I will survive. I will tough through it. I am annoyed that my body decided to be ill, like, immediately in the new year. Not quite immediately, but like January 2nd. I didn't even make it a week, man. I didn't even make it a week before I got sick this year. And I will say, I'm not exactly sick. I don't know what's wrong. But I woke up with a super dry nose and a super, like, irritated throat after only sleeping for like 4 hours yesterday. So yesterday I was like not feeling well at all because I didn't get enough sleep, and I couldn't talk very much, which is why I didn't stream or anything, right? Like, I felt bad, and I certainly wasn't about to stream with a throat so sore that like talking hurt. Instead, I watched movies, which include the new Superman movie, and I thought it was great. Overall, I really liked the new Superman movie. The only thing I didn't like was the very beginning. I think could have been clearer. Something about it, like, it made it hard for me. It was hard for me to follow the beginning, like the first 15 minutes. Other than that, great movie. Loved it. Would love more Superman movies like that one. Oh, hey, luck incense. Best stat instance ever. Yeah, overall, new Superman movie, good. I know I got to seeing it a little late. I do kind of wish that I saw it in theaters. I think that would have been a better experience. I did really like... I don't know how to explain this. The fights were easy to follow for me, which has not been the case for a lot of fights in recent cinema. I could actually follow it and know what was going on, and I really appreciated that, because that has largely not been true for like the last 15 years of cinema. And so I will always praise movies where that is true a lot, because I like being able to actually follow fight scenes. Back to exploring. But yeah, overall, saw that, thought it was really good. On finally getting around to see things that I should have, except much, much longer ago, is when I should have seen this. I'm finally getting around to watching the Dark Knight trilogy of Batman movies. I'm fairly confident I saw the second one, and only the second one, as a kid. So I watched Batman Begins yesterday, and I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. People were in fact right, those movies were good. Who could have guessed? Me. They've been on my to-watch list for literally years. I just hadn't gotten around to it. And having a sore throat yesterday and not feeling like doing anything productive was exactly the excuse I needed to just go watch one. So that's what I did yesterday. I watched movies. It was great. Had a great time. Do recommend. Watching good movies is a great way to spend your time when you're not feeling well. And I got 2 things off my to-watch list, one of which has been there for 20 years, technically. It was not on my to-watch list when I was that young, though. That's actually probably why I didn't see the first one when it came out. I was probably considered a little too young for it. But I wasn't by the time the second one rolled around, but I just never got around to seeing the first one. I could not tell you why I didn't watch the third one, though, because I'm pretty sure I saw the second one and liked it. Not sure why I didn't see the third one. Just didn't. This guy's not gonna know what hit him. This is another boss that I don't think is getting a turn. Smack, smack. Smack. So that's that guy dealt with. Out Mahama. And that's the rest of them gone. Easy game, easy life. Okay. Now we continue this way. Because of course the area doesn't end with that. Dude, am I even gonna make it to Brylehaven today? I am. It's been 2 hours. This is the last dungeon. And I can skip all the scenes. So I'll be in Brylehaven in like an hour. But man, even going through as fast as I can, New Game Plus on this still takes a lot of time. Okay, let's make sure that we've gone everywhere. Yep. No. That is a spot I haven't been over there. I guess I'll have to go fix that real quick. Okay, let's go fix that real quick. We can't let there be places on the map we haven't been. There could be an incense that could increase our stats back there. We're not letting any of those go. We're getting every single one of them. This way. I feel like I'm still good at yapping when I'm in pain, but it is a lot harder to think of things that are funny when I'm in pain. I think it's because usually my jokes are kind of high energy, and so like right now I don't want to do any of that, man. Maybe I just don't believe in myself enough, though. Maybe I am, in fact, still hilarious if I try. Who knows, man? I would like it if my throat stopped hurting though. That'd be great. Increase our agility by 1, increase our luck by 1. Work on Stroll mastering Magic Seeker. Which I don't think he will yet, but he'll get pretty close. About as expected, he'll be 2 ranks away. Rank and a half. Stroll's stats continue to go up, and that's all that matters. Okay. We'll just go ahead and use an Ariadne's thread. We Send the quest in. I brought them for you. Here you go, buddy. Let's head back. We've made it to 712 in our in-game days, which is good progress. Arbor's Day it is. Hey, lots of people want to talk to me during the day. Form a line. Form an orderly line, all y'all. Go turn in this quest and some Lumio Street. And take but a second. I also need to go use the restroom. So I guess I will go do that real quick too. After I turn this in real fast. I did it myself. There you go. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, I need to go use the restroom, so I will be back momentarily. Okay. Also, I'd just like to say, whatever bug was making my microphone reset every time my computer restarted has finally been fixed. Which I know because I just had a little mini heart attack in the bathroom. Wondering if it was fixed or not, because I realized I did not I didn't check when I started stream today. But anyway, thankfully, it looks like it was. Windows updated. Yeah, it forced the update on me between yesterday and today. Okay, so we're finally at the point where we can work on getting friendship up. That's cool and all. I need to go over to Artira. We need to get Barden and Cuculus's done. Hey, Cuculus, I did it. Let's go. We got Grius's memento back. Talk with Alonso. I'll keep that in mind. We've now reached rank 1 with Alonso. Faker archetype unlocked. Which probably gets us... It's either that one or we need one more to get... to go talk to more and advance his thing. Did not say I have reportable quest, which tells me I probably need one more, which is fine. Let's go out. Is Barden available at night? I don't think he is. He is not. Okay, I really want to talk to the Mistari lady before I move on. Where's Brigida's thing grayed out? Can I still choose to talk with her anyway? No, okay. So that means I have nothing to do at night, which means I will just go do all the interactions with the Mistari woman here. And the fairy tale here. So that way those are credited as completed on this run. Here to continue learning my different faiths in this country. If you're interested, do let us speak again. Let's speak about the relationship between Sanctism and our faith. Sanctism believes that there is one true God. Followers relinquish their fears and apprehensions to him, as he presides over all of creation. This runs contrary to our Mistari teachings, as we believe in a multitude of deities. Thus to say, Sanctism's teachings are quite simple. They easily transcend tribal barriers and spread across the land. I listen to them and feel learning about different cultures improve my tolerance. Interesting. Some I feel it has lifted a weight from my heart. There are Mistari living in other states as well. If you have the chance, you try speaking with them. Okay, it looks like that might be her last unique interaction based on the fact that she told me to go talk with Mistari in other cities. I'll try one more time with her just to make sure, but that could very well be her last unique one. Okay, now we will go unlock Barden. Of course. Sorry about that, right? Tragedy of the town here to see something so disgraceful. Is everything alright? We have a shared vision. It sounds like a fine idea. I'd like to help. Okay, there's rank 1 with Barden. The idealist who will definitely not become a dictator. For sure. He won't slide into authoritarianism. He would never. We have reportable quests, which should be Moore's task. Heck yeah. Go to Academia. Let's go reach rank 5 with more. I don't remember what his next task is, so I don't know if we'll be able to do it immediately. I feel like they're... I know I did the last two at the same time, which means we probably won't be able to do this one immediately. Because I think it'll be the general one, perhaps. But you do. I won't betray you. Why, as I've said, because I will betray him, I will beat him up. He deserves it. Technically, I don't betray him, he betrays me, so... I don't break my word. You know, he shot first. For sure. There we go. There's Magic Seeker mastered on Stroll. He got 25 HP, which isn't really important, but it is more than nothing. The next quest for more is indeed General to rank 15. As soon as we unlock General, we get that done. But until we unlock General, we don't get that. So... Let's see if she has more unique things to say today. Okay, no, she is out of unique things to say. She does not have any more unique things for me. I'm inclined to reload that save and spend that day doing anything else. Spend that night doing anything else then. Because there are lots of other things to do. We'll do the fairy tale thing first. Listen to her story. The imagination I've honed will be my strength, blah blah blah. Time to get back to the others. Age of a new king draws nearer. Let's go get that free luck point. I should also double check with Gallico that there's no other requests to take on. I'm pretty sure there's not. Check requests. Okay, nobody needs any help, and we only have our long-term quests left. Oh, I haven't observed Martyra. Should do that too. But first, I want to do Heisma's. Heisma or Maria to get tier 2 of one of their things is better. We'll do Heisma's first, because we always want to favor our party members, because they could unlock ones that I can do while traveling. We always want to get those as soon as possible. Let's go right away. Skip. Shall we look somewhere else? too dangerous. No problem. We can take our time. Onward we go. What's the matter? I know it's difficult. Want to keep looking? You just remembered it? Why don't we visit? There we go. There's another archetype obtained. Increasing our stats as well. Did not mean to. That was not what I meant to hit. That is. Okay, once again, nobody to do things with. So let's go and finish the fairy tale. Pretty sure there's one more interaction for the fairy tale to finish. I think it's 2. It's either 2 or 3. Oh wait, did I almost forgot something important. Almost forgot my luck point, and that's why we do that first every Idol's Day, because otherwise I'm liable to forget. Having confronted myself in peace was the text for that one. That's certainly a way to describe going to the bathroom. I'm a little worried about the bowels of anyone who describes going to the bathroom that way, but it sure is a way to describe going to the bathroom. Okay, let's listen to the story. Part of the reason I'm doing all of these is because I kind of want to know if it's possible to do all of these in one go, right? I'm curious. Is it even a thing that one can do? Or are you destined to miss some just because there's not enough time? We depart tomorrow. Okay, let's go talk with Maria. Give one to Maria. Feed the small child more happy drawings, and then hang out with her. Let's go there too. You're not wrong, Maria. You have Miss Fabienne. Someday we will. You are good. You're doing great, Maria. Don't worry about it. And there's another archetype, which increases the protagonist's magic. Easy. Onward. Okay, I do believe that this is now done. Yes. Okay, yeah, the story is complete over there. The view of Martira is more limited because once the sky changes, we can't do these anymore. The city is small compared to the world capital, but I think more old-fashioned town like this can be nice too. I'll be taking this view of the city skyline for a bit. Who knows, it might just broaden your horizons to observe how the people in this town go about their lives. Let's take a break. Yeah, good choice. Materia has had its share of misfortune, but the town itself is wonderful. It's nowhere near as bustling as the capital, but doesn't exactly feel rural either. The shopping's not bad either. Maybe being so close to the main road, a lot of merchants come and go. Or should people just want to live quiet, contented lives? It's not that simple. Everything that happened must have shaken this city to the core. Suppose you're right. No matter how nice the city looks on the surface, there's always good and bad. When you live on the road like we do, it's hard to imagine settling down in one place.
Yes.
Okay, we at least got one view of the scenery. Right, skip. Do not care about cutscenes. Skip. Fast forward. Need to upgrade our bond with Katharina again on the way. Off we go. Fortunately, I don't think very many people are at the point where they need travel. Did not make it. This was an accident. Let me go. Yeah, nobody needs to talk to me. In which case, I will talk with... I'll do the chess with Hulkenberg since hers is less often available.
Yes.
Leave us your intentions now, so in turn, I will... I'm going to use two pieces to flank me. My pieces are surrounded. You sought to pursue the enemy in front of you and allowed yourself to be flanked by their allies as a result. You're enslaved by pieces to both your left and right. While flanked, your chance for victory grow ever fainter. What is your next move? Charge a single point. And gather my pieces and concentrate their charge through a single point. True, you've deduced that my forces had to be spread thin to surround you. By finding the weakest point in an enemy's line, you may overcome any disadvantage in positioning.
Yes.
Wahoo! We did it. Although I don't feel like that one is super applicable to chess, but sure. You're not fully aware of the importance of maintaining proper formations in battle, correct? Now then, make your next move. Skip. And we can now bathe to increase our stats. Which, since I don't care about their text, I'm gonna start doing. I regret nothing. Bath cask. I heard from nurse. Apparently we can either enter as is or make it even better by putting something into hot water first. When something smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. I'm going to save in case I somehow mess up taking a bath. I don't think I can, but I've never done this interaction before, so I could find a way. Rainbow or check bath salts. Let me see what they would do. My base stats will probably increase by 2. That is just all stats, yeah? Rainbow Bath Blossom. It's a bath with Rainbow Bath Blossom in it. A range of colors shimmers atop the water like a rainbow. My body may melt away in this astonishing comfort. As my fatigue and anxiety evaporates, I feel I'm being lifted toward the heavens. Strength, magic, endurance, agility, luck, max HP, max MP. Yeah. All stats went up by 2, which means that outside of where level is responsible for our formula, or level itself is an important number, we did effectively just get like 10 levels. So that's cool. We will be bathing at every opportunity. It is actually really good. Let me go out and take another bath. Can I actually? That'd be really funny if I could. Darn, I do have to wait for them to set up camp. If I could do it during the day, I would. For sure. But alas, I am forbidden. I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
We've come at the perfect moment. We'll try playing again, because I don't think we have every interaction here yet. So we're just going to keep trying to get them all. This game possesses a wide menagerie of pieces, each defined by unique strengths and weaknesses. Allow me to demonstrate. I do appreciate how many different things there are. Pokemon reactivated you with Imaginary. My piece, a foot soldier, was unable to retaliate and was defeated. Magic's reach extends further than the blade of a sword. Pieces carelessly placed are destined to meet a hasty and ignoble end. Imagine a situation in which your opponent deploys an entire squadron of Magic Knights. Which units would you send to meet them? This is an interesting question. Archery might be able to outrange even magic. Heavy infantry, I don't think is going to be heavy enough to not... Like, they're going to be too slow. They're not going to be a good answer to magic igniters. So I think it's one of these two, but I'm not certain because it's like... Depends a lot about the realistic realities of how magic and range interact. I'm gonna go with archery unit. Magic can engage them from afar. Those can match the range of Igniter, but 'twill be a war of attrition, as your own force will surely suffer heavy losses, even if they're victorious in the end. Okay. I am curious. I actually am going to redo that just because I want to know what she says to the other options. I'm curious what the right one is, and they've now awakened my curiosity, which means that I have to... God, I have to sit through all of this to do it, though. Maybe not. Maybe I don't care that much. It's a lot to sit through, just to find out which one they think is best. Are you okay? All that just to get here. Okay, I saved right before bathing, so it's not like it's that far back. I just have to bathe, sit through some loading screens, and then it'll be fine. Put the Rainbow Bath Blossom in. All our stats go up by 2. The HP and MP going up by 2, part of that isn't that important, but everything else going up by 2 from that is amazing. Like, the rest of my stats going up by 2 is the actually important thing there. Okay, now we'll save at this point, so that way if we get the answer wrong again, at least we won't have to sit through that loading screen.
Yeah.
Watch her not even give us the same question, though. Okay, she did.
どうするか。
I'm gonna go with cavalry. Let's send the cavalry. A wise decision. The cavalry will close the distance and shatter the enemy's formation before the igniters can be employed to any real detriment. Okay. That is the interaction I thought the cavalry might have. It was just a question of, are bows longer range? Or are they equal to igniters? Now that you've familiarized yourself with each of the soldiers' aptitudes, it's time you made your next move. Poker and I dueled on the board for a while. Anyway, we got the answer right. Woohoo. My curiosity is now sated. Okay. Are you okay? Okay. It's so much harder to think of things to say when my throat hurts, man. It's just like it's a constant thing that my brain is registering in the back that makes me not want to talk. Which I think it's really funny that I find that makes it so much harder to talk, but like I've lived with like chronic types of pain before, like, you know? So I think it is kind of funny that that feels so debilitating when like I've dealt with similar things. So interesting that I can't do that in the interaction with Stroll today. I guess because he was having too much thought. Okay, party. Let's look at it from here. Okay, so magic is currently our lowest stat. So that's the one that it would be good to increase. Can I more easily see my bath salts in here? Yes, I can. Okay, so we have endurance, luck. Magic is Nilfheim Plunge. Okay. Take a bath. Nilfheim Plunge. Our magic increased by 2, which gets it a little more in line with our other stats. And onward we go. Today we get to fight Katharina. Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean. Oh, dude. Okay, Hulkenberg's in here. Okay, you got any more chests for me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm out. She is out of things to make me do on a chessboard. Life is good. Unfortunately, this means I'm gonna have to do some cutscenes over again here. You know what? It's fine. Of course. Get hit. She's weak to fire and strong against ice. Probably didn't want to have a merchant out, but it's fine. It really doesn't matter that much because she's not lasting a turn anyway. Easy. Thanks for the unscathed triumph bonus.
悪くない手応えだ。
いい手応えだ。
My stats be looking real good for having 28 stat points saved up. No bonus because my popularity is already its current maximum.
絶対
Will that work?
おかしいよ
Let's change things.
みんな
Okay, we now have the pugilist available. Oh, when did I turn auto on again? How'd that happen?
沈む雪。
I legitimately don't know when I did that. No clue. Or can't it be muddy? For real though. Free stuff is free stuff. We'll go back to take another bath.
どうする？
What is our lowest base stat? Magic and agility are tied. I'll go ahead and do magic because I believe agility gets more bonuses than magic does from mastering things. I believe magic is only raised by the healer line. That's it. So this is more effective. Or more important, rather. Not that it's gonna matter, because at some point we're just gonna actually spend all of our stat points. We'll probably end up with something like 80 all before any bonuses. I strongly suspect that we can actually make it to the point where the Prince archetype buffs us up to 99 all. I think that's possible. That's definitely our goal. We don't ever get to get the bonus point for today, do we? We don't. This is the day. This is one of the days we don't get it. Rough. Unfortunate. Moving on, though, I guess. Nothing much we can do about it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what I'm looking forward to, but I am looking forward to it.
いよいよすまないなでは我々は
I can't wait.
そうね
さて。よっと。
ねえ
ほっ
ねえね
Go over here. No, please. Oh, we'll talk to Danny real quick.
乗ってくかい。いいとも。
We'll go look for an inn like they want us to.
えねえ
The big face has moved.
おまか。
あら
それ。
Talk with all these people.
But he won't talk with me.
True. I've never had a
How
friend
you been?
before in my life. How's it going?
It's going. I've been awake for 5 minutes.
Really outdid yourself this time.
Yeah, I slept a whole. Math is hard. 9.5 hours, and I'm still fucking tired. Miku pose.
Honestly, relatable. I slept more than 8 hours and I'm also tired. Although,
I have like
I'd only slept 4
bad
hours the day before, so...
I have like the bad insomnia where no matter how much I sleep, I just don't get rested.
何か用
And I call it the bad kind of insomnia because I'm asleep for longer, so I'm less productive.
Yeah. I feel rested if I have actually gotten the right amount of sleep for like multiple days in a row. But that happens pretty rarely.
Yeah.
どうしよ
Most of the time I do not in fact get to sleep that many days in a row.
うどうに
I am
問題
the only thing I have left to do in this game is some new game plus extra boss type stuff.
Oh, I thought you were doing an entirely new Regicide run.
I mean, I am. But because you get to keep your gear, I thought the Regicide run would have the enemy stats such, because you can't pick Regicide on your first playthrough, it's actually blocked.
知らんが
For that short that you made.
Yeah, I thought it would, on the second run,
チン
have stats that are more like in line with you having been expected to have better gear, because it's really not possible to beat the game without having gear in line of like 400 attack, 400 defense. It's just not possible. Like, you will acquire that gear in the process of beating the game. You don't actually have a choice there.
So
But
I think they're expecting you to just
あの少年こ
like start fresh on Regicide rather than New Game Plus it.
that's the thing, though. I don't think you can.
Well, I think I think it's probably coded in such a way that it reads whether or not you have or that you have completed the game in the first place, not
Maybe.
just like it's not a New Game Plus exclusive difficulty.
Maybe. I will admit I did not check that. But yeah, overall it is a little disappointing that at least for like the first half of this game, there's not any challenge to the combat at all.
Yeah.
Just because I have good enough gear that it's overpowering the fact that my level was reset.
ちょっと
お世話になったわ
It'd be really funny though if they had like level restrictions on gear, like hey, you have to be this powerful to use this gear, and you got to keep all of your gear, but you can only wistfully look at it in your inventory because you can't equip it.
That would be really funny.
フォーデンの獲物は思った以上に
Punish all the people who didn't keep their some of their early game gear, and just have to go through the entire game, getting everything piecemeal again until you catch back up to get your like God Slayer weapons.
この国をお導きください
約束
The child murderer has successfully been slain, and they do try and make you feel bad about it.
I mean, isn't one of your party members also a child slayer? I don't remember her name.
No.
Something wash away her sins.
That's the woman who just died.
Oh, okay.
And she's not a party member. She's a noble that your party holds accountable.
Okay.
We only right or wrong. Had to actually remember what the scene was talking about, so no choice to pick.
おうルイが使いをよこすと言ったのかついに部下にしてくれ
決まった
ルイにとって一番身近な場所
だった
So someone made a 3D printed burger, and with each individual layer being a separate object rather than it all being meshed together.
Mhm.
また一日近づく
The top bun has a bottle opener on it, they all magnetically stick to one another, and
Uh-huh.
it's also a capybara.
We grow closer to that college humor Brennan meme of a burger being a razor every day.
Yup. I wasn't so sure about the other stuff, but this is a killer shape.
Yeah. I am very sad that my body decided to, on the second day of the new year, be ill.
Starting off the new year, par for the course.
Yeah. My throat hurts. I'm actually not sure if I'm ill or if my CPAP machine has just betrayed me. I just know that
What machine?
my CPAP machine. So the last 2 days, I've woken up with like a super dry nose and throat. And that means that either the humidifying portion of my CPAP machine has decided to just fail, or I'm sick. And I can't really tell which it is, because, like, I have a sore throat all day, but is that because I would otherwise, or is that because I am actually sick? Who knows? Hard to tell.
Just flood your system with vitamin C and capsaicin.
Yeah, be safe anyway, right?
Yeah.
More vitamins won't hurt.
Because if it's sickness, then you'll cure yourself. And if you're not sick, then you just ate an orange and like 5 Chinese peppers. You're fine.
When given the option, I choose to say I'm in love with Lady Juno. It's just the right thing to say, you know? One thing this is a general gripe I have about games that have bosses and things that are only available in New Game Plus. Make it easy to get through all the annoying stuff on New Game Plus.
The repeat content?
Yeah. Like, that should be easy and fast.
Yeah. I remember the Full Metal Alchemist PS2 game, Curse of the Crimson Elixir. It's like the second one in their run.
Yeah.
You can go New Game Plus, and everything is scaled up, and there's 2 bosses in the game. There's no like extra bosses in the game, but there's 2 of them that you're not expected to beat in your first playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
They're not quite scripted losses. The game progresses if you do lose, but if you somehow do win, you get like amazingly overpowered pieces of gear.
Yeah.
And so you're familiar with the first half of the Full Metal Alchemist story, right?
Yes.
The 2 bosses you're not meant to beat are Scar and Armstrong.
Yeah, that tracks.
And they're back-to-back bosses. Because you fight Scar, you probably lose, you get your auto mail destroyed, and you get taken back to I don't remember the name of the town, but you get taken back to Winry's shop. She makes you like she outfits you with basically a prototype or like auto mail thing, but while she's working on your new one, and Ed is just so stir crazy. He demands to spar with Armstrong in the fields,
Yeah,
which I think actually happens in the anime, but I don't remember.
it does.
Yeah.
I'm unless my brain just fabricated that memory. That sounds very much like something that happens in the anime.
Yeah, it's just, the Scar fight, or the entire like first part of the game, you're told, okay, you can hit things with your fists, but alchemy does a lot of damage. It's also your AoE attack, so you kind of rely on it. The first couple bosses in the game that you fight, or like the first mini boss and the first two real bosses, are weak to your alchemy attacks. So you keep putting your stats in all of your alchemy because that just makes sense. And your alchemy stuff gets better, like not only damage wise but effect wise, the more points in alchemy you put.
Yeah.
You can also summon weapons with alchemy because Full Metal Alchemist is peak.
Yeah.
Like you get a spear, you get a pair of swords, and later you get a hammer. Then you fight Scar, and his AI auto dodges every alchemy attack you use. Literally, the only things that are fast enough are your fists and the spear you can bring up.
Okay, that's pretty
Otherwise, you
funny.
physically can't hit him. And if you summon up like a little wall, if you don't stun lock him next to the wall, he'll just automatically destroy it. So he's hard coded to punish players for speccing into the stat that the game emphasizes that you need to use.
That's rude.
And then with no combat in between, just a bunch of story cutscenes, the next time you have control of your character, you're fighting Armstrong with the physical inability to use alchemy.
I mean,
So
yeah.
So if you play the game that the way the game wants you to play, you've pumped all these points into alchemy, and then you just fight the two hardest bosses in the game because you're not allowed to use that stat.
I mean, it sounds like my even stat build would be fire in this one scenario. So clearly, it's the right choice all the time.
Actually, yes, because the strategy for beating Scar is you have to have a certain like minimum level of alchemy so you can summon two walls at once. You kind of box him into a corner, coordinate with Alphonse to like stun lock him while you're summoning the walls, and he has a mechanic where if he takes too many hits in a combo at once, he'll break out of the combo by like backflipping. But if you back him up against the wall, he can't get away from you. So you just box him in, and you alternate attacks between you and Al, and just stun lock Scar to death. And the funny part is, the exact same strategy is how you beat Armstrong, just without the walls. So you have to have better positioning for it.
Nice.
It's so funny. Also, the gear that you get for beating Scar is literally just his sunglasses. But it's the strongest gear in the game.
And they're cool sunglasses. Looking like a cool guy does just enhance your stats. That's true.
Yeah.
It just makes you better at life in every way.
Scar was aura farming before the term became a thing. Him and Piccolo.
True. Now I have to go around town and pick up all the side quests.
I'll see like clips from Smiling Friends every once in a while, and most of the time it's just not my humor. But just there's no in between. It's either okay, that certainly was a scene that happened, or it's some of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I don't think I've seen much, if any, smiling friends at all. Let me put it this way. I cannot, in my head, picture what the smiling friends is.
Have you seen the meme where it's like, hey man, I think I know we're supposed to help everyone, but I think this guy's a lost cause. I think we just cut our losses and bail. Like the two guys whispering to each other.
I don't think I have.
Damn. There's the recent one where it's like, could you give me a second? Leonard, we are so fucked. It's like the really big head guy.
No.
Damn. This man's more under a rock than I am, and I thought I was Patrick.
I mean, I've certainly been under a rock for the past couple of months. That rock is called streaming and editing. That's been all of my free time. The only other thing I'm doing is making currency. Like, it's just streaming, editing, and work. And reading. Because I heard about Triple S Class Revival Hero, and that shit was hilarious.
But I wish I could work.
Honestly, I wish I could work more. I'm also underemployed.
Okay, yeah, work more is more accurate. I am working. In fact, I have work tonight. Unfortunately, this is the only day I work in the next 7.
Oh, it's gotten worse then. That sucks, man.
Yeah. And they cut hours at work again. There is now no one in either produce or in freight that works more than 30 hours in a week.
Ugh.
Not even managers, because managers don't make salary.
That's gross.
Yup. Yeah, and our store got in a lot of trouble because we had certain goals that we were supposed to be meeting for production for the holidays, and we didn't meet those goals. But the same level of people, probably not the same people because no one ever communicates in corporate, of course.
Yeah.
Were telling us that we need to cut hours because our store numbers are down. So our hours got cut during the holidays, and then we also got tasked with doing more work than usual, and higher numbers than last year, which we had way more hours to work with.
That's gross.
So we didn't meet those goals, and our store got penalized for it, which means less hours. I love retail.
Yeah.
I love retail.
I'm just dealing with there's more people doing my job than there are jobs to do. The unfortunate reality of being a independent contractor for something that really probably shouldn't be independent contracting. So many quests to take.
Do you care about Stranger Things spoilers?
The internet has already spoiled me so thoroughly for this season. Go ahead.
The sentence, my favorite part of the Stranger Things finale was when Godzilla came out of nowhere and killed the spider kaiju, 10 out of 10, and Duffer Brothers bravo. That's real. That's not a shitpost.
Just say that again?
Like, my favorite part of the Stranger Things finale is when Godzilla came out of nowhere and killed the spider kaiju. 10 out of 10 Duffer Brothers bravo. Like, I'm watching a clip right now, and it is just Godzilla. And he came out of nowhere and killed this massive like kaiju beast. It's a big spider, but it looks like Shai Halud's mouth, like the Dune worm.
Yeah.
And like a giant rock there's like flies from off screen, hits it, and then you hear a Godzilla scream in the background. Main character turns around and it's just Godzilla coming out of the fog.
Okay.
Like, I know the whole thing of Stranger Things is things from the Upside Down are supposed to be like things that came out of our imagination or something.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if it's supposed to be a Tarrasque, because Tarrasque and you often look kind of similar to Godzilla.
well, no, because it's got the glowing like spines.
Yeah.
It's an upright bipedal creature with like semi-humanoid like arm proportions, glowing light blue eyes and spines, and it is clearly the Godzilla scream.
That's messed up.
Yeah, but like because like the Demogorgon is a creature from Dungeons and Dragons. Vecna is also a D&D thing. I know they fight a few other D&D creatures. Now, I have only seen 2 episodes of Stranger Things. I watched the first couple episodes of the first season and it didn't grab me.
Yeah.
But is this just fantasy or fantasy horror player or like what was that one cringe movie Ready Player One?
Oh, could be.
Oh, I also saw a funny take. Dispatch, right?
I'm aware of it, but I have not played it or anything.
How aware of the like premise and non-spoilery bits of story are you?
I'm aware that the premise is that you're supposed to be saving, or like you're not saving. Your job is to like monitor heroes, but they're not, or monitor people into becoming heroes or something like that.
Yeah. So
you're
it's
monitoring a
Telltale
team
game.
of people who are being rehabilitated into heroes. There's the right way to say it.
Yeah. So, no spoiler at all. You can choose between 2 dating routes in the game. You're playing as a guy named Robert, and you are the dispatcher, and then 2 of the characters in the game are Blonde Blazer, who's basically like toned down Superman. Super strength, laser blasts, flying, that whole kind of thing. And the other one is Invisigal, who turns invisible. Blonde Blazer is the like, she's the nice character. She's an actual hero and everything. She's sweet and kind. And then Invisigal is like the tomboy, popular girl bad bitch.
Okay.
And those are your 2 dating routes. And someone brought up that Dispatch is Twilight for boys. You are playing as Bella, trying to riz either Edward or Jacob.
I think I've seen this post, actually.
People are so mad about that, and it is so funny.
They're not wrong, though. Like, it sounds accurate, at least from the outside.
Oh yeah, it is. With no other like input from the story, that's very accurate. Though Twilight is not the same as Dispatch's story, of course.
Yeah.
There are no other parallels.
Yeah, but that part, absolutely accurate. Give this mysterious old man some gold beetles to get stuff from him.
Hold on a second, Daniel. There's someone being bratty in your chat. I've got to ban him.
Hee hee ha ha. You're hilarious.
Comedy genius.
Okay, I've now traded all the gold beetles I can.
さて どこにしようか。さあ
全員いるな。
How many days do I have to travel around to get everything done?
その場所は
村か。
ここ。
Do I not have the towers? Do I have to buy information from the informant to get it visible? Probably.
さてどこにしようか。
I think that's the hardest part about new game plusing a lot of games is knowing where things are, but not being able to get to them because you haven't unlocked the fast travel yet.
Well, it's remembering what all I need to do, because when I'm going through the game normally, like you're going through the game the first time, you discover all of it pretty naturally by just playing the game, explore it, doing all that. Like you don't really have to worry about finding everything.
Did I do this yet?
Yeah. That's not really a thing that you have to worry about. Also, I need to make sure I know which day the next debate thing happens. Oh, it is today. I'm glad I checked. Where's the debate in this town?
Yeah, like that's one of my problems with Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 is a great game. Great gameplay. The story it leaves a lot to be desired, but Borderlands 2 I think is the only Borderlands game that had a good story, but that's debatable topic. Anyway, Borderlands 4 runs away from the regular Borderlands formula and is an open world game. In a very loose sense of the term, but it is open world. You can go everywhere, though there are some doors that are locked behind certain mechanics you need to unlock, but you get those in those areas. And you can go everywhere. You can fast travel all over the place. You have a vehicle you can mount, you can summon at literally any time aside from certain areas, but those areas are like in dungeons and enclosed areas where you wouldn't want to be that bulky or that fast anyway. So, and running around everywhere on foot is just a pain in the ass. But the problem is starting a new game. Starting a new Borderlands game again, after you've played it once through, usually is a bit of a grind. Borderlands 4 attempts to fix this by the virtue of a system where if you beat the final boss on one character, you can create a new character at level 30, 50 being the max.
Okay.
You have all of the perks of being a level 30 character. And that's great. Problem is you spawn with no gear.
So it doesn't matter. I've played enough Borderlands to know the gear is like 90% of your existence. It's a looter.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a looter shooter. The gear is the majority of what you need.
Yeah, so you don't have any gear. All of the enemies are level 30 plus. Because like enemies scale up down depending on what kind of enemy, blah blah blah. So you really can't hurt the enemies very well, and you die almost instantly. Now, apparently the intention is for players to be putting gear into their shared banks that they have for their profiles. If you get a piece of gear on a certain character, you can put it in a shared bank and pick it up with another one of your characters. That way, if you find a piece of gear that would be good for a different character, but not the current one that you're playing, it's not wasted.
Yeah.
You can just share it. It's fine. It's great. Two problems with that. One, you still can't equip gear that you're too underleveled for. That makes sense. That's fine. Two, there's a system in the game called storage deck unit upgrades, which increases like your ammo capacity and all that, including your bank capacity.
Yeah.
And you get these upgrade points by doing missions. This is not shared between characters, including bank space.
Wait, but then how does shared bank work? What?
So you can have up to, I think it's 500 bank space on one on one profile.
Okay.
When you start a new character, you have, I think, 10 bank space. The upgrades are very significant, but increases.
Yeah.
You can only use, or you can only grab 10 items out of the bank, chosen by some like numerical system. I don't know what that is, but the game just chooses, okay, these are the first 10 bank slots. You can only grab from these first 10 bank slots. And then if you take an item out, it doesn't reorganize them. So you still only have 9 items to grab. So what some people are doing is that they have to do to circumvent this is they create dozens of characters to grab items out of the shared bank and put them in their inventories until they get back to the item that they actually want to grab from the character that they want to play.
Yeah, that's not great. Did not think that one through.
Yeah, they really didn't.
I do need to actually read some text. Improving everyone's lives is my top priority. Corruption and justice, I'll never stand for those. One of the things I didn't do in my first run of the game was debate all the candidates. I see, so that's what they're basing their campaign on. I want you to debate that candidate. If you can lower other candidates' support, you might be able to win Luis's trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. You can put the future you're imagining into words. I'm sure people will follow you. I'm gonna debate the scammer candidate now. You're the one that offered up that Sanctoris. You may have briefly had the spotlight, but a child is nothing in the end. Oh, pay me no mind. Debate, is it? Of course, of course. I welcome a fair discussion in the marketplace of ideas. My top priority is to ensure the livelihood of all of this country's citizenry. Whatever you desire, I shall do everything possible to make it so. Keeping the old port maintained? That's no problem at all. Protecting the minority tribes from prejudice? Of course I can do that. Discrimination will not be tolerated. Naturally, the Klamar have worked hard to establish themselves, and I will ensure they will continue to enjoy key positions within my kingdom. Wow, this Jin guy seems to have thought of everything. I can't put my finger on why, but there's something dodgy about him. I believe the correct answer to this
is the scammer candidate?
Yep.
Wow, there's definitely no political parallels that I can draw here.
We should help anyone. Everyone is deserving of our help, regardless of tribe. And how are we supposed to do that? You're nothing but a sham. Pretty sure they're saying the exact same thing in different ways. Pulls rather wet behind the ears, but it makes me want to support him. If anyone's a swindler here, it's Jin. Damn, Brad, this rate, my whole life is on the chopping block. You're great in debate. You left the other cans begging for mercy. Won over a lot of people. They got you a little something to show you their support. Jin's plotline as the candidate is very not fleshed out, mostly because the only way I know he's the scammer candidate is because I talk to the other NPCs who talk about him. And none of that's required. None of it's even, like, I only know about all of that because I talk to everyone. Like, it is very far out of the way. You know, you learn almost nothing about Jin in the natural course of the game.
But you played the video game and got rewarded for it.
Yeah, he steals something from you once and you can beat him up. And that's all of your interaction with Jin as a character. I'm about to have to talk to another candidate on the next day too. This is the second like
Many
big
dates-
batch of doing the candidates debates.
How many day 2s are there? Usually 2 only comes up once.
There are 35.
There are 35 day 2s?
Yeah. It's a time loop or something.
Damn.
I don't know, man.
Oh god, it's Lightning Returns all over again.
Look, if Lightning Returns is a time loop, then you're just not very good at the game.
True.
All I'm saying is my playthrough of Lightning Returns, there was not a single loop to be had. I may have sat in that final boss may have taken me well over an hour to kill, but I finished it in one loop. Not without time manipulation, though. I did freeze time a lot. But that's a different thing. No time went backwards, and that's all that matters.
No. Makasaro.
Skip through all that text, because I do not need to read it again. Yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candidates, and I've debated 4 so far. There are 3 more candidates to debate in this town, and then the rest of them are, and then the last one is in the final town. The final new town, I should say. The funniest thing is the last guy you debate is an absolutely pretentious jerk who the only reason he doesn't debate you, he's not on the stage debating at this time, is because he doesn't see a point. He's like, the people won't understand my amazing intellect anyway.
I thought it was going to be more of a, I don't need to debate, I'm going to win anyway.
Oh, there's definitely some of that there too. Like, he's incredibly pretentious, and I think this is really funny. He gives you a book to read, and all books increase different stats. His increases wisdom, but the answers that give you the most wisdom are always disagreeing with him.
Nice.
Which I think is really funny. Okay, time to debate someone I'll murder later. I mean, what? I'm not going to kill anyone. Oh. The world I want is complete and utter meritocracy. The elites aren't strong, the strong are elite. I see, so that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower other candidates' support, you might be able to win Luis's trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. You can put the future you're imagining into words. I'm sure people will follow you. Let's do it. Do it. What's this? Come to turn me down a peg, have you? It's a battle of words you want. I accept the challenge. I prefer to strike with more direct methods, but I'll spare you for Count Luis's sake. You realize soon enough that I am the rising star. Your little help anyone in need shtick is a farce, and I can't believe anyone is falling for it. I'll make sure you pay for it tenfold. When I take my place upon the throne, I will reform this Rick society into a true meritocracy. We live in a society where tribe and family name matter more than will or ability. Are we sheep to accept such a world, or are we lions who will devour it? As king, I'll appoint only those who can demonstrate true strength, even those from inferior birth. That's true equality. He's certainly abrasive, but he makes a good point. Haven't we heard all this before, though? He really is just Luis. Yeah, the correct answer on him is you only parrot Luis. Your words are mere echoes of Luis. Do you have any original ideas? My words, you don't understand. Count Luis and I have simply come to the same conclusions. If that's the case, then, I'd honestly rather support Lord Luis. Right, I had the same feeling as well. Glad it wasn't just me. Of course these fools wouldn't understand. That was an amazing debate. Glodell was seething. A lot of people appreciated what you said. They wanted to give you this as a show of thanks. Yo, I made 5,000 money from that. Nice. When you make someone look silly in public and earn $5,000,
political rally moment. Sorry, I'm just trying to hold down hiccups. I ate bread.
Are bread and hiccups related?
Uh, if I eat or eating bread, chicken, and pork, gives me the hiccups.
Your body's weird, man.
Yes,
すまん
this has been known.
お主か
Before I do this, I need to go do the gambling interaction at night while I remember.
いけてるね
There's a interaction I never saw for a very silly reason. It's because you only get it at night before you clear the first dungeon in the game. And I made it a point to clear every single dungeon on the first day it was available, so I never encountered... So that just wasn't a time that I was even in town.
Damn.
Because I was too busy being efficient.
Well, I mean, you're playing a JRPG. You're not supposed to be efficient, right?
Fair.
Game developers aren't going to account for that.
Yeah, that's my fault, actually. You're right.
Too much of a gamer.
I don't know where the thing I'm looking for is. Merchant's Bazaar at night. I do not know where in the Merchant's Bazaar. So I shall have to actually talk to various people. How terrible. How annoying.
As an introvert, I refuse. I will not talk with people. You can't make me.
I can in fact make you, but I'm not going to. All I have to do to make you is tell you that you can get something by doing it that you want.
My family does describe me as the most extroverted introvert they've ever seen.
You haven't seen very many introverts then?
Yeah, they a couple of them think I'm an ambivert, which I don't entirely disagree with, but I still don't like being in like large crowds or groups of people that I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up where this thing is, because I don't see it. The guy's name is Gambling. The metaphor.
I was just scrolling through my timeline.
Gambling.
I was scrolling through my timeline and I found that, one of those dumb like, the color of your shirt plus the last thing you ate is your metal band name. What's your name? Like those kind of things. And scrolled through and I found one that's like the last video you watched is how you describe your sex life. And I looked over at the paused YouTube video I have that just says, acceptable losses, the flood, what happens when you kill God? It's like, okay. I guess I'll take it.
It's just outside the recruitment center. Did not see him. You just not there yet? Do I have to wait? Guess I will just keep checking until he decides to exist.
Black holes here. All enemies.
Okay. Hello, Heismay.
Tada.
うん
彼は
よろしく
Little Shredder plus Time Lock would be really funny.
かたじけない
My friendship ranks continue to grow. I become better friends with everyone. Talking about friendships menacingly is pretty funny. I would love it if my throat stopped hurting. That'd be great. Would make me happy. Alas. My body disagrees. It's Idols Day. You know what that means. It's time to take a dookie so good that the universe treats me better afterwards. Luck
Good Duke.
increased. Okay, now that I've done that.
Damn, they got Walrus Punch.
Game are you playing?
Dota 2. I'm playing ability draft.
See,
Think of League of Legends, but you can pick what hero you get and what abilities from the whole random hero pool that's chosen.
ooh,
So like
interesting.
Ashe with her Q, Caitlyn W, but with no headshots because you picked Ashe. Heimerdinger E, and I don't know, Darius R.
Interesting. It's an interesting concept for sure.
Definitely grabbing Shadow Dance here. Damn, he got Gold Frenzy. I want a Gold Frenzy. Gold Frenzy plus Atrophy Aura is actually kind of insane. Oh god, he got intermediate demonic summoning. That's so funny. I absolutely want Chihiro.
That's right, Maria. I promised your father I'd take care of you. Therefore, it's only right I become your stepdad and marry Miss Fabienne. I have no ulterior motives whatsoever, I promise. I'm lying. I have many ulterior... I have many ulterior motives.
Definitely grabbing Shadow Dance. Next.
Available to beat today.
Damn it, he got Luca Fire. I wanted that. I think he got it just to
I keep pressing the wrong button for opening my follower menu, and I don't know why. My brain is just like, it's definitely that button, and it has not been that button a single time, ever. It's not even that button in any other games. My brain is just confidently wrong.
いやよかったやれやれ
We get Shellstar Shiv for funny. Overcharges only health regeneration.
We've now become better friends with Alonso, which will surely go well. Oh man!
Who could have guessed?
Anyway, we'll just skip past the scene of Alonso over his dead mother. I'm sure it's nothing important. It's fine. Hey, he'll bounce back. He'll bounce back. It's all good.
Dark Pit of Malice, Darkhold, Midnight Pulse. And they got my liquid fire that I wanted. I am an int hero, so I need needles. This, that.
I will go increase my friendship with Barden, who's definitely not slowly becoming an authoritarian in the background. Sure, it's fine. We'll come to the right conclusion eventually. Who doesn't flirt with authoritarianism once in a while?
To get what I want every day.
Like, I would be a benevolent dictator, so it's fine.
私は
まあ
このバード
Like, authoritarianism is only bad when other people do it. If I had that kind of power, clearly I would make better decisions. Obviously.
Yeah. As we all know, you can be trusted.
Exactly. Just because other people can't be trusted with that kind of power doesn't mean I can't.
よっとさてほっさて
行きましょう。
はっほっ
Hey, the gambling guy is here now. Cool. You're the elder everyone's been whispering at, aren't you? I enjoyed the performance you gave at the Exhibition of the Brave. It was quite the gamble to offer a Sanctress as your head. Took guts and probably no small amount of skill. It seems to me you've got a gift for making your own luck and swinging the odds in your favor. Take it from a gambler. Maybe you'd like to press that luck of yours. I'm running a special bet on tournament participants right now. Care to take a punt? I'll give it a shot. You seriously lose money here? Knows how far it'll set us back. Oh, upset your fairy friend, have I? I can't have that. I'll decide after I've explained things, though, alright? It's a bit on the rank of a certain young elder candidate. That would be you, mind. The wager is, you know what? How about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself to see how well you think you can do in the tournament. Interesting idea, isn't it? Is it serious? What's the catch? What are you thinking? I'll give it a shot. Nice one. Besides, if your goal is to be king, you've got to take some risks. Well, let's gamble. What rank do you think you can reach by August 13th? 20 to 11. Excellent. How much are you wagering? Bet 15,000. Fascinating. And with that, the bargain is struck. Check the results in 17 days. And don't forget, you've got to come back here to collect your money. Now we can go debate Rudolph.
なるほどね。
I'll create a military state for the Resant by the Resant.
Yes, it does work.
Let's do it. Correct answer is 3 for this one. Are you not that Elda who turned in the Sanctoris? Just as expect of a lesser tribe, a frontal siege was beyond you, so instead you opt for the uncouth tactics of a rear assault. Your juvenile tricks will have no effect on someone as experienced as I. I will eliminate you, here and now. My good people, the dream of a united kingdom has failed. When I am king, our land shall be reborn under the proven military leadership of the Resants. What has the United Kingdom actually done for you? Forcing the tribes together has only spurred further skirmishes and tension. Furthermore, the throne and other key positions have been strangled by the Clamar's nepotism. The time for the Resant to reclaim their pride and independence is at hand. Here, the Resant embody strength. The Resant represent the very best. The land of the Resant? Surely he jests. Where does that leave the rest of us? Sounds like Rudolph's playing to the fanatics among the Resant. How should I appeal to them? The tribes must stand together. We can't let tribal differences define us. I envision a world where everyone stands as one. What? Nothing but idealistic platitudes. You're too young to lead if you can't see that. He's right. How the hell could anyone make it so everyone helps each other, whatever all that's about? People are free to dream as they please, but I find the boys' dreams more appealing than Rudolph's. Impossible. I refuse to be humbled by an inferior tribe. Too bad, boy. That was a great debate. You ran circles around that guy. Your ideas struck a chord with the people. They wanted to give you something to show their support.
いいんじゃない？
This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination. Oh boy. They're both maxed, but hey, I can dream that they got better.
Give it. This time that.
神王が決する日にまた一日近づく。
そういえば
Yes! It's all coming together. All according to Keikaku.
Hey, it's finally Forgiveness Day. There's big sales throughout the city, so make sure you don't miss any. Your voice. I want to talk with Mister. I miss him. Ria comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with her. No. Sorry, child. I'm too busy to talk with you.
Ah, damn. I'm dead.
Alright, so...
No, wait. Yeah.
Forgiveness Day. The single day of the year where all commercial transactions are exempt from taxes in the Kingdom of Uchronia. On this day, from dawn to dusk, everything bought or sold is untaxed. Naturally, the markets are teeming with people drawn by the tempting discounts. The day dates back to an incident in Oceania nearly 200 years prior. People were unable to afford to pay autumn taxes due to crop failures caused by long rains. The king, who loved sailing but was unable to that year due to the rain, was too downcast to bother calculating the taxes, and gave an official proclamation that postponed tax collection until winter. He stopped all autumn tax collection by giving nobles who had lost their income as money that was to be used for boating. Oceania soon recovered through the king's wise judgment. Sure. And the event took on a certain cultural fame in the years that followed. Later kings took advantage of the well-remembered ruling and permitted a holiday known as Forgiveness Day to celebrate the event. The custom continues to this day. Rudolph Cross, a Resant candidate participating in the tournament. He announced his candidacy to restore the formerly eminent House Kraus of Montario, which fell to a mere regional noble family during the war. A critic of the annexation system, he pledges to establish a Resant military dictatorship, assuring him virtually no support outside the Resant tribe. His gauntlet runner, the Steel Lion, features an austere hull as if to boast of its military prowess. Gambling stall. A den of opportunists owned by those with an eye for the unpredictable, allowing people to bet on all manner of things. In fact, no bet is off the table, even a race for control of the nation itself. Specific payouts are determined by the accuracy of the guest's order of candidate approval, as Sanctism dictates that man's fate is immutable. They are frequently shuttered by Sanctus decree, but they tend to spring up again quickly. Oceanian gamblers master their craft, gradually shifted from small betting rings to opening their own venues for others to indulge the whims of fate. Jindal's a Nydia candidate participating in the tournament. Like other Nydia, he is skilled in flattery, leading his campaign platform to change depending on where he goes and who he needs to please at the moment. He knows everyone he encounters can't all be in the same place at once, so he believes things will be fine so long as he's not found out before he wins. His gauntlet runner, the King Starlight, is decorated with grinning self-portraits, which people whisper is in poor taste. I'd just like to point out that for a game that's supposedly about, like, against stereotypes, the stereotype for the Nydia is that they're all liars, and the 3 Nydia who have any place in the story at all are a double agent, a con man who's good, and a con man who's not good.
Damn.
They really just said, but what if the Nydia did live up to the stereotype? Oh, and the entire species is lying to everyone. Because they're all using a glamour to hide what they look like.
Par for the course.
Like, what the heck, man? Why are they just like, but what if those stereotypes about those guys were true, though? Why would they do that?
Fuck.
君かそういえば
Maybe I should update my list of what I need for this by taking off the things I just got. Gambling stall, Rudolph and Jin. So that means I am done with the people section entirely. And I got Forgiveness Day.
Ja.
すまなかった君という存在は
We've now increased Hulkenberg's rank. Hee ha ha.
実は
Now we go to our final debate of the day. And then I'll be done with debates until we get to the last new city. Which is like an entire area away. There's two whole ass mainline dungeons between me and there. So I will be done debating for a while. My dream is a beautiful country led by a beautiful king. Milo's whole thing is beauty. He thinks he's the most beautiful man to ever exist. He is wrong, but he sure thinks that. Hear that, Eldu offered up the Sanctorus on a platter. A bloody end to a holy woman, a classic. I've heard you've been parading around trying to be a people pleaser, but where's the beauty in that? Should I let you join my retinue so you can see the world through true beauty? Allow me to give you a crash course. Everyone, listen not to empty words or ideas, but to what your eyes have been telling you. Beauty is this world's most precious commodity. Even the mightiest soldiers and politicians bow in the presence of true beauty, so shouldn't it follow the most beautiful among us be displayed on the throne? Once I am king, I will expel all that is unattractive and repugnant. I will create a radiant nation of only beautiful things. Oh, I love you, Lord Milo. Beauty is justice. What's this bloody narcissist on about? He was playing to his group of diehard followers. What should I say to appeal to them? Beauty is deeper than our skin. You only speak of the most superficial kind of beauty, but there is true beauty within all people. You dare question my understanding of beauty? Though I must admit I saw something in you, despite your utterly mundane aesthetics. Is it just me, or is Milo less handsome when he panics? I get what Will's talking about. The Hero Kings didn't become legends because of their looks. It appears this crowd lacks the sophistication needed to appreciate my style. You did awesome in that debate. You had Milo on his toes. The people saw the truth in your ideas. They got you something to show their appreciation. Oh boy, another 5,000 money. I'll put it with my millions. The people are trying, and that's what's important, right? Right. They want to help. So, you know, we'll forgive them the fact that they're poor. After listening to the concerns of the people, I returned to where everyone else was waiting. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there because my throat is killing me. My throat hurty. So that's all for today's stream. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye now.